Well, I'm just doing this video to reply to, I think it's Abdusalami, who wanted to basically change the startup screen, because on this download that you've done, you'll notice that you've got the Hot Mobile link come up, Hot Mobile startup, and some Jura stuff on there, which is not what you want it. You want it back as the original Samsung logo. So this is basically how I've done it. What you need to know that the QMG files is what we need. The boot animation.zip files that are quite easy to find online does not work with this phone. I don't know why, and that's something I'm still trying to work out, how to convert those boot animation zips, because there's a lot more you can choose from. So I've just basically found a link with the original Samsung startup QMG files, which I want to show you now. I'll give you the link somewhere in a minute. And you just basically need to copy that link and just unzip it. And I unzipped mine into my SD card, right? So basically, you obviously need to root your phone again, and I'm sure you know how to do that. Once you've rooted your phone, what I use is a file called, what do you call it? ROM Toolbox. And you have to excuse me, this is my first ever video, and I've got a crap camera which I'm using, so I'm sorry if the quality is not that good. But anyway, I use a ROM Toolbox Lite. You can use any file when that's got an Explorer on there, so you can go into each individual file. I use this one because it's good, because you can go into the boot animation section. I know there's a lot of animation zips that you can download, but as I said, they don't actually work on this phone. But I use it just to check what the status is of your current startup. So if you scroll across, I know you can't really see it very well, but if you go into boot animation, it will load up all those zips that you can download, but as I said, they don't work. But if you go into the menu and click on preview current, it will show you what it is at the minute. And I don't know why there was no sound there. I think my phone was on silent or something. Alright. So yeah, that's the startup of what it is, and that's what it should be. So this is how you change it back. If you go into root browser, go into system, and scroll up, and then go into media. You'll have all these files on there. You've got a lot of like battery, was it battery stuff on there, battery charging and QMG files. You basically need to only worry about, can you see those ones? The boot Samsung loop one and the boot Samsung.qmg files. Those two, yeah. And also, if you go into video and then go into the shutdown file, you'll see there's another shutdown.qmg. Those are ones you need to worry about. Basically, I wouldn't delete them just yet. What I would do is keep a backup of it. And what to do that, let me go back to the ones in the media section. Basically, what you do is just basically rename it to battery Samsung loop.back, and also rename boot Samsung.qmg to boot Samsung.back. And I'll show you why. So you do that with all those three files, which I'm going to do now. So I'm just going to I'm only just going to rename just so I can show you why. And I'm sorry, I haven't got the original Hot Mobile link startup, because I've actually changed it back already and deleted all those files, so I can't actually show you what it was, and you know that it does work, but it does work. So if I rename it to .back, just so I can keep a copy of it. Alright, so that's been renamed. So you do that with the boot Samsung and the boot Samsung loop and the shutdown one. So change all those to .back. I'm just going to do one to show you why. So if I go back out of it and then go back into boot animation, this is why I check it, because I notice when people say they've changed over the startup screens, they get a black screen. And to prevent doing a black screen, it's just best to check it to make sure you've got the settings correct. So if I go back into preview current now, you're going to get a blank screen because I haven't done it right. Okay, so yeah, so basically those are files that you need to mess with. So what you do now is once you've downloaded that link, the Samsung original startup, I suggest you unzip it into your SD card. Where mine is, there's an SD card, and then it's in downloads, and see it there, S for original boot animation. So if you go into all those files, you go back into the system and you've got media. You've got those two files that I said, the boot Samsung, don't know if you can see it very well, the boot Samsung.qmg and the boot Samsung loop.qmg. Go into video, you've got the shutdown, you've got the shutdown.qmg. All those files you need to basically replace these new ones with the old ones in the system and media. So all you do is copy all of them and then paste it. Oops, what's that done? Gone into the wrong thing. Right, go back into system, go back into media, and you find those boot Samsung files that you've got on there, and basically just replace the new ones. Once you replace the new ones, before deleting the old ones that you've got on as back, you go back into boot animations screen again, and then just basically click on preview current, and it should work, and it should show you Samsung Loop. So now I'm just going to rename that one back to boot Samsung.qmg, because that's the file that I want it on, don't I? Okay, so yours should be like that now with the new files, boot Samsung.qmg, boot Samsung loop.qmg, and remember to go into the video section bit and change it to the shutdown new one. You will still have the boot Samsung.back files on there, which is the old ones that you want to replace. But before deleting it, like I said, just go back into the boot animations part, click on that, and then click on preview current, and it should show the system startup again. And that's it. And once you get it working, you just go back into the system and then media section and delete those boot Samsung.back files that you created, because you've already got the new ones on there which work. Okay, I hope that's it. Thank you.